A very good Thursday morning to everyone out there. Landon here with you to bring you your weather or not forecast, courtesy of On Target. Hurricane Milton, folks, has brought some devastation down across Florida, as expected. Made landfall late yesterday evenings, continuing off of the East Coast now, early this morning. But that's left in its wake not much going on in our neck of the woods. That's been avoiding our area, that large hurricane down in that direction. That is good news. High pressure remains in complete control, folks, and we're going to be looking at loads more sunshine, not just today, but all the way through the remainder of the week, all right? So that's something that we're going to have to be keeping eyes on out there. Getting a view across Wobbles. We'll start off looking over the White Squirrel Weather Nest Cam, overlooking Bowling Green and WKU. We got crystal clear skies over in that direction. Not a whole lot that's going on over there. We can take a look over the beach. James Distiller sky cam. Ooh, looks like we got a little bit of technological difficulties going on with our camera down in that direction. But needless to say, a little bit of fog out there in some locations. Otherwise, there's a whole lot of nothing that is going on. Temperatures and dew points hanging out right there around the mid 40s this morning. Feels a little chilly out there, feels wonderful. After what we've been experiencing here over the past few days, it's going to be very similar, folks. Highs this afternoon is going to be locating anywhere right around the low to mid 70s yet again, all right? So humidity is going to remain at bay. It's going to stay comfortable. But as we work throughout the remainder of this week, those temperatures are going to be climbing a few degrees each afternoon. So today we're going to be between the mid and upper 70s, be the same song and dance as we finish out the work week. And then throughout the weekend, we're going to be up right around the low to mid 80s, all right? Take a look here at the latest surface map. You can see high pressure building in here from the west. We got this Suedo stationary front that's meandering just north of the region. Not really going to cause an upstir of anything with a lack of moisture in and throughout our atmosphere. Let's talk about what's in store, though, as we work over the upcoming days, because we do have a drastic alteration that is on the horizon. We're going to go through the remainder of this week. Again, folks, all is going to be quiet. High pressure remaining to our north, going to keep the humidity at bay. It's going to feel comfortable in the great outdoors. But for all of you waiting for the true taste of fall weather, late in the weekend into the early days of the new work week, this is going to be your flavor, to say the least, all right? As we roll into the pre-dawn hours of Monday morning, we've got this massive cold front that's going to blast through here. It is somewhat scant on the moisture side of things. So we're not going to be anticipating any sort of widespread rainfall, rain chances, more or less, or anything like that. Might get in on a spotty sprinkler of a shower here and there as it passes through. But otherwise, rays of sunshine is going to dominate. And that's going to be accompanying much colder temperatures, all right? So here we are looking at the surface at the exact same time frame. Let's mirror that with what we're looking at in the mid-levels of the atmosphere. We're looking at 18 to 20,000 feet up above our head at the 500 millibar level, and I want you to keep your eyes on this monster trough located over the Midwest and the Great Lakes. We just saw at the surface that massive cold front's going to be right here in this vicinity, and as it passes through here, just watch the behavior of the mid-levels of the atmosphere. This monster trough is going to dig hardcore down across the eastern tier of the United States. This is going to be bringing a jolt of much colder air, and in comparison, some 20-25 degrees difference on high temperatures in regards to Sunday afternoon and then Columbus Day afternoon as well. This continues into our Tuesday, this continues through Wednesday, and then finally, from roughly midweek on of next week, roughly Thursday on into the start of the weekend, we get this ridge that's going to build back in here out of the south and west, bringing those warmer temperatures right back into the mix for us. Have another trough that's approaching here from the west, folks. We'll need to keep eyes on this, as this could be bringing some storm chances roughly a week or so from today, all right? Now, talking about that drastic change in temperatures, let's put it out there and illustrate it for you. This afternoon, we're going to be up right around the mid and upper 70s. It's going to be nice. Friday, we're going to be in the mid and upper 70s yet again. And then you'll take a look throughout the weekend. We get into Saturday afternoon, we're going to be up to the lower 80s. We get into Sunday afternoon, we're going to be right there between the low and mid 80s yet again. And now let's look at the comparison. Here we are looking at the peak heating of Sunday afternoon, and then we move forward 24 hours. Look at the high temperatures Monday afternoon. Potentially not getting out of the 50s. It looks like Tuesday will be even cooler. We'll be looking at afternoon highs anywhere between the low to perhaps the mid 50s out there. Overnight lows dumping and tanking all the way down into maybe the low and mid 30s, folks. Frost bet is on the horizon for next week, so all of you with sensitive vegetation out there, take note of that. You got roughly, I don't know, 4 to 5 days to prepare. We could definitely be getting in on some frost events that's going to be occurring with temperatures dropping down that low, all right? Taking a look at the latest 7-day weather forecast in regards to our rainfall amounts. Zilch. Got absolutely nothing on the horizon in regards to rain chances. And for one final look at Hurricane Milton, this sucker is continuing to pinwheel off of the East Coast this morning. Expected to be downgraded to a tropical storm at some point between today and the pre-dawn hours of Friday morning, and then skirting out off into the Atlantic before it dissipates. Still got the folks down in Florida. If y'all haven't seen the devastation down there, just Google and take a look at the Tampa Bay Rays Stadium. The roof has been completely removed. It's not a good scenario. They were planning on that area actually housing some of the emergency managers and the EMTs, etc. That looks like that's not going to be able to be the case because quite literally the roof has been removed from Tropicana Stadium there where the Tampa Bay Rays play America's greatest pastime there. Getting back closer here at home, here's a full breakdown of your 6-day weather forecast brought to you by Ohio Valley Insurance. Severe clear, loads of sunshine all the way through the weekend, all the way into the early days of next week. Upper 70s, lower 80s today, all the way through the end of the weekend. And then look at Columbus Day on into Tuesday. Upper 50s, lower 60s. Sweater weather will officially be arriving here across the Wobbles community. That'll wrap up your Thursday morning Whether or Not forecast presented by On Target. You all take care of yourselves and each other. Have a fantastic next